Nancy Langraab. You either love her or you hate her, although I'm sure the majority of you pretty much hate her. That's just a broad assumption, but I think I'm almost right there. But one thing you've got to consider is, was she always this person? Was she always such a bad person who just wanted money and nothing else? So today, I thought it'd be fun to take a deep dive into Nancy's history, to take a look at how she was when she was younger. Was she a better person than she is now? I mean, I highly doubt it, but I know the story, so who am I to judge? So basically this video is just looking at all the life stages of Nancy. I do have to say, as a quick disclaimer, this is all parody, it's all a joke, obviously it's not real, but yeah, it's just something I've made up because I thought it'd be funny. So let's just get right into it. So we start off with toddler Nancy. You could say the calm before the storm. She was such a sweet and gentle child. She was so nice, she was so smart, she was so intelligent, and honestly, she was absolutely adorable. You know, she instantly clung onto that ensemble of like the white top and the orange skirt, with the little booties, and I adore that. I think that's really, really cute. But yeah, back then, she was totally normal. You know, like no one expected what would become of her. And she just changed so much throughout the course of her life, but I am getting onto that. I'm not going to jump the gun because that's what I do in all my videos. But yeah, as a toddler, she was amazing. Next, we move on to Nancy as a child. So again, she seemed very, very normal for the first part of her childhood. You know, she seemed like a very, very normal girl. You know, she was getting very good grades in school, and yeah, she was just very, very nice. Until one day, she met this boy. His name was Mortimer Goff. Now, she had had a huge crush on Morty for years and years and years and years. This is the reason why she hates Bella Goff, because she asked him out and she got rejected hard. This stuck a chord with Nancy. She was not going to take no for an answer, and she became the stubbornest person in the whole history of the universe, and that's her downfall. This moves us nicely into the teen Nancy. Now, as a teen, she wasn't like how she was before at all. She did a full 180, crazy, and she became an absolute tryhard. She was desperate for someone to love her. She felt like she was unlovable after the rejection from Morty, so she decided to take matters into her own hands. She became obsessed with fake tan. She became obsessed with makeup. She became obsessed with making her not her. She became very, very false, and yeah, she basically just changed completely, and it wasn't for the better. She became very stuck up as well. She didn't like anyone except Mortimer. She made it a life goal to get Mortimer and to make her marry him, because it wasn't because she loved him anymore, it was because he had that money. You know, he was one of the richest families in the whole estate. He was inheriting such a large amount of money, and Nancy was like, oh, I want a piece of that. So that's why it was never about love with Nancy. It was always just about the money. And then one day she woke up and said, you know what, enough's enough. I'm sick of like being a simp. I'm sick of chasing after someone who obviously doesn't love me. So that's when she decided that she was going to take that intelligence that she has and do something good with it. This is Sims Free Nancy, basically. This is entrepreneur Nancy. You know, she's an entrepreneur, she's a businesswoman, she's growing, she's flying high, you know. She's doing absolutely brilliantly. And she goes to uni, she gets really, really good grades, and she becomes like the executive officer at like this massive multi-million-pound business. You know, she's doing incredibly. I mean, it was never expected of her. We always just thought that she was just going to sit down and just let people walk all over her, but no, Nancy said no, and she grew up to be this incredible businesswoman. She was doing so well. That was until the horrible downfall where she met Jeffrey Landgraab. Next we have modern day Nancy, but I'm not really going to go into too much detail about her because we already know her story, we already know how she turns out, and I just don't see the point in talking much about her, but yeah, we know what she's like. And then finally we have the elder stage. Now, yeah, well, all these words, you know how it's going to go with elder Nancy. She wasted all her time and all her money on stuff that didn't even matter. And in the end, she's ended up lonely. She's ended up all alone in a world where no one cares about her and all she's got left is her money. Malcolm has just run away because he decided that she was a horrible, horrible person and she was inflicting her bad ways onto him, which he wasn't too fond of that, to be honest with you. And then obviously by this point Jeffrey has passed away, sadly, and she's just been left a sad, sad, lonely widow. Thank you so much if you made it this far into the video. If you want me to do more videos like this in the future, then just let me know down below and let me know who I should do. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!